Illa's home. Right? You started recording?
Yes, sir.
Pause it. We are discussing or revising indirect method. Okay. Special working note for indirect method. Particulars, amount, 2 columns are there. First thing, we need to find out net profit after appropriations and tax extraordinary items that we will take from closing P&L balance. What we need to take from closing P&L balance. Okay. From closing P&L balance, if we deduct opening P&L balance, closing minus opening, you will get current year net profit after appropriations, tax and extraordinary items. Okay, first thing. This is a step 1 in indirect method. This is step 1 in indirect method. To know cash flow from operating activities, first step is to know net profit before tax and extraordinary items. So for that purpose, we are doing this. First, closing minus opening we will take. Then we need to add appropriations only if debited to P&L earlier. If earlier they have debited to P&L account, that means you have deducted from the net profit. Now you are adding back to know operating profit. These are appropriations. So transferred to reserve during the year, general reserve or any other reserve, if anything transferred, that we will add. In the question, they will give closing general reserve and opening general reserve. That difference we will take here. And interim dividend or proposed dividend paid during the year. Any dividend paid during the year. Okay, interim dividend proposed or paid. What is interim means? In between 2 AGMs. In annual general meeting, generally shareholders will decide the how much dividend should be they receive on the recommendation of board of directors. So in between 2 AGMs, if company declares any dividend or proposes any dividend, that is called interim dividend. So if such thing is there, that also you add. And final dividend proposed during the year, that also we will add. After adding these appropriations, you will get net profit after tax and extraordinary items. See, previously it was after appropriations, tax, extraordinary items. You have added back appropriations. So now it has become net profit after tax and extraordinary items. So in the next one, add tax adjustment, that is only if debited to P&L account earlier. Okay. Current year provision made during the year. Okay. Current year provision for tax any is there, that we will add. Okay. That we will add to whatever balance having. Okay. After adding this, you will get net profit after extraordinary items. Net profit after extraordinary items. Okay. From this, first appropriations will be added, then provision for tax will be added. You will get net profit after extraordinary items. Extraordinary items means any earthquake, disaster, or any lawsuit, winning from lawsuit or winning from lotteries, like that, which are not generally related with the operating activity. These things we will less or add. If you loss, you will minus, or if you any amount, you will less it. Okay, आप पी एंड एल अकाउंट में जो लेस करे वो अब ऐड करना है. आप पी एंड एल अकाउंट में इससे पहले ऐड करे, अब लेस करना है. ఓకే, అంతకుముందు పి అండ్ ఎల్లో మనం డెబిట్ చేసి ఉంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి, యాడ్ చేయాలి. అంతకుముందు పి అండ్ ఎల్లో మనం క్రెడిట్ చేసి ఉంటే అంటే యాడ్ చేసి ఉంటే ఇప్పుడు లెస్ చేయాలి. ఎర్త్క్వేక్ డిజాస్టర్ సెటిల్మెంట్. ఓకే, బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఎర్త్క్వేక్ you have lost some money and insurance company gave some money to you, that generally you will add. Okay, generally you will add on the credit side of P&L account the amount you will take here. Winning from lawsuit if any is there. Okay, oh my god हो गया है. Okay, आपका नुकसान हो गया, इंश्योरेंस कंपनी ने पैसे पे करे आपको, then that amount after fighting case against them you have won and you got money. That and winning from lotteries and crossword puzzles, कुछ winnings from lotteries वगैरह है, वो नॉन ऑपरेटिंग रिलेटेड इनकम्स ऑलरेडी इससे पहले ऐड करे तो अब लेस करना, अगर लेस करे तो अब ऐड करना. ओके, आफ्टर डूइंग deducting these things, after deducting these things you will get net profit before tax extraordinary items. This is the step 1 of A. See, we are having what? 3 things. A is operating activities, B is financing activities, sorry, B is investing activities, and C is financing activities in cash flow statement. So to know the operating activities A, first step is this one. Let us see the next 2 steps. Okay, 2-3 steps are there, one by one we will do. And if you know the pro forma, then only you can do the problem, otherwise you can't. Sometimes in the question just they will ask the pro forma itself. So this is cash flow statement under indirect method pro forma for ABC Company Limited. You are preparing for the year ended, whatever year name will be there, that we will write. Particulars, amount, 2 columns. Okay, and A is cash flow from operating activities. Which activities? Operating activities. Under that already we did separately step 1, net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Previously we just now discussed that amount you will take here. After this you will adjustment for non-cash non-operating items and adjustment of gain or loss on sale of fixed assets investments. See, non-cash non-operating, depreciation is a non-cash expenditure. Previously it is been deducted from P&L account, now we need to add. Similarly, goodwill written off, fictitious assets written off, amortization of intangible assets we will call, are fictitious assets which are not at all assets, like preliminary expenses, pre-incorporation expenses, issue of shares, discount on issue of shares, and premium on redemption of preference shares and debentures. This comes under fictitious assets. If those balances have been reduced, goodwill balance compared to previous year reduced, those will be called as written off. Those things are non-cash expenditure. उतना अपना कैश अमाउंट नहीं जा रहा, फिर भी P&L अकाउंट के डेबिट साइड में लिए, एंड नाउ वी are calculating cash flow back. Okay, next, other non-cash or non-operating incomes and expenses like interest, received is there, you will already included, so you will minus. Already dividend received is deducted, dividend received any is there, that will be deducted. Interest received is there, that will be deducted, because your main activity is not getting interest and dividend. Your main activity is selling the goods or services and receive money from that. We want that income only here, that cash generated. Okay, so what we will do, we will and interest received, dividend received will be come under, if any is there, that is also non-operating expenditure, so you will deduct that one. Plus or minus यही पे होते. So interest paid you will add, interest received, dividend received you will minus. Depreciation, goodwill written off, fictitious asset written off you will add. Next, profit on sale of fixed assets or investment. आपने asset sale कर दिए, profit आया, P&L में include है, उसको minus कर दो. ओके, और इन्वेस्टमेंट सेल करे, प्रॉफिट आया, वो इंक्लूडेड है, उसे माइनस कर दो. नेक्स्ट, लॉस ऑन सेल ऑफ फिक्स्ड असेट्स और इन्वेस्टमेंट. सम फर्नीचर, old furniture you have sold and you have got loss, so whatever loss you have got you add, because already it is debited to P&L and deducted from the net profit. Now we want operating cash, that is why we are doing like this. जो इससे पहले माइनस करे वो अब ऐड कर दो, जो इससे पहले ऐड करे वो लेस करो, बट ओनली रिलेटिंग टू नॉन कैश नॉन ऑपरेटिंग. वो ऑपरेटिंग वाला नहीं होना है. जो फाइनेंस एंड इन्वेस्टिंग एक्टिविटी वाले है इधर इंक्लूडेड है तो निकाल दे रहे बस. ఏవైతే ఫైనాన్స్ యాక్టివిటీలో, ఇన్వెస్టింగ్ యాక్టివిటీలో వచ్చేటివి ఆల్రెడీ P&L లో ప్రాఫిట్ లో ఇంక్లూడ్ అయి ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నాం, మైనస్ చేస్తున్నాం, లేదంటే యాడ్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో టిల్ హియర్ operating profit before changes in working capital. If whatever adjustment you did, you will get one amount that is called as operating profit before working capital changes. What comes under working capital? Current assets and current liabilities. So changes in current assets and current liabilities we need to do this. Hope till here you have understood. Already I have explained yesterday, just I am making a revision of these things so that you remember them perfectly, so that we can do the problems. Third one, step 3, adjustment of changes in current assets and current liabilities. That is nothing but your changes in working capital. Except cash and bank balance, remaining current assets you take. And in case of current liabilities, bank overdraft you don't consider, because these are cash and cash equivalents comes in the end of the cash flow statement. Okay, so let us see these things now. If current asset increases, cash decreases, so you minus it. Decrease in current asset, decrease in current asset. Suppose stock is there. Okay, stock 2018 and 2017. Okay, stock in 2018 is 20,000, stock in 2017 is 10,000. Is it increase or decreasing compared to previous year? Hello, anyone? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello, is it increasing or decreasing? 2017 में ये 10,000 था, अब 20,000 हो गया. इंक्रीज, हाँ, करंट असेट इंक्रीज हुआ तो यहाँ पे माइनस में लेना, जितना इंक्रीज हुआ उतना. ओके, फ्रॉम 20,000 if you deduct 10,000, remaining 10,000 which is increased, that you will difference amount you will take. And suppose debtors are there. What? Debtors. Okay, Datas are now 15,000. Previously, it is 20,000. Is it increased or decreased now? Previously 20,000 था,
Decrease.
तो डिक्रीज हुआ, कितना डिक्रीज हुआ? 5,000.
5,000.
Okay. So when current asset decreases, you add. What we need to do? Add. Current asset increases minus current asset decreases plus. Simple logic. Okay. Next, increase in current liability. Creditors देते क्वेश्चन में हो नो. Okay, creditors. Suppose creditors, it is 10,000 at present. Previously it is 20,000. Okay, previously it is 20,000. Is it increasing or decreasing? Or else you take now itself 30,000. अब 30,000 हो गया, इससे पहले 20 था. Increase हुआ, decrease हुआ?
Increase.
Current liability increases. Current liability increases, you increase. Current liability increases plus current liability increases plus current liability decreases minus. Suppose bills payable are there. What? Bills payable. Okay, now it is 8,000. Previously it is 10,000. Is it increased or decreased? Decrease हुआ. How much? 2,000. So decrease in current liability 2,000, you will minus only 2,000. Difference amount लेना है. Hope till here you have understood. Don't worry, we will do the problem. మనం ప్రాబ్లం లో మళ్ళీ చేద్దాం, బట్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి ఇది. ఒక్కటి కరెంట్ అసెట్ గుర్తుంటే మిగిలిన అన్ని గుర్తుంటాయి. సపోజ్ you remember current asset increase, क्या करना? Minus. So current asset decrease, what you will do? Plus, right? And do opposite for current liability. तो current asset increase हुआ तो क्या करे? Current asset increase हुआ तो क्या करे? माइनस करें. करंट लायबिलिटी इंक्रीज हुआ तो इसका ऑपोजिट करना है, प्लस कर लो. ओके. सिमिलरली करंट लायबिलिटी डिक्रीज हो रहा, करंट असेट डिक्रीज हुआ तो प्लस करे, करंट लायबिलिटी डिक्रीज हुआ तो माइनस कर. इतना याद रखो बस. राइट. सो आफ्टर डूइंग ऑल दिस you will get cash generated from operating activities. This is the common point. Okay, from direct method. In direct method, you do only two working notes. What? Cash received from customers and cash received from, sorry, cash payment to suppliers expenses. ये दो माइनस कर, एक में से दूसरा, फर्स्ट वाले में से दूसरा निकाल दिए तो कैश जनरेटेड फ्रॉम ऑपरेशंस आता. For that purpose, we are doing these many adjustments in indirect method. Okay, because we don't have the information relating to P&L account. सेल कितना हुआ, परचेज कितना हुआ नहीं है, तो इतना पूरा करना पड़ता. Okay, for indirect method. Okay, so increase in current liability, current decrease in current liability over what you have got? Cash generated from operations. Okay, from that step 4, income tax paid, you minus. Okay, you will get cash flow before extraordinary items. Okay, adjustment of extraordinary items you do. Whatever extraordinary items are there, previously you have deducted, now you add back. Okay, if it is in place, you will write cash flow from operating activities. If it is minus, you will use cash used in operating activities. Okay, this is what indirect method to know cash flow from operating activities. And B, cash flow from investing activity, cash flow from financing activity, similar to डायरेक्ट मेथड। जो डायरेक्ट मेथड में मैंने आपको इससे पहले बताया वही रहेंगे। ओके, इसका वीडियो भी अपलोड कर देता हूँ, वो भी देख लो। ओके, तो these two things will not change whether it is direct method or indirect method. And after adding 3 operating activities, cash flow from investing activity and financing activity, you will get net increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalents. If you get amount in minus, you will write decrease. If it is in plus, you will write net increase in cash and cash equivalents A plus B plus C. Okay, to that you will add opening cash and cash equivalents at the beginning, that is opening cash and bank balance. Opening cash and bank, if you add, you will get cash flow, sorry, cash and cash equivalents at end, that is cash and bank balance at the end. That's it, इतना ही करना है। అర్థమైందా?
Yes, sir.
And one more thing, in the exam don't write like this, cash flow from investing activities, cash flow from financing activities. ఆల్రెడీ డైరెక్ట్ మెథడ్ లో ఏమేమి వస్తాయో మనం ఇక్కడ ఏం చేసినాం, మెన్షన్ చేసినాం కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఏం రాస్తున్నాం, డైరెక్ట్లీ క్యాష్ ఫ్లో ఫ్రమ్ ఇన్వెస్టింగ్ యాక్టివిటీ, క్యాష్ ఫ్లో ఫ్రమ్ ఫైనాన్సింగ్ యాక్టివిటీ అని రాసింది. ఇందులో ఏమేమి వస్తాయి అవి రాయాలి. ఇన్వెస్టింగ్ యాక్టివిటీలో ఏమొస్తాయి, ఇన్వెస్టింగ్ యాక్టివిటీలో పర్చేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఫిక్స్డ్ అసెట్ ఆర్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్స్, లాంగ్ టర్మ్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్స్. విచ్ వన్? long term investments will come as minus, right? And sale of fixed asset or long term investment will come as plus. And interest received, dividend received, interest received, dividend received also will come under investing activity, okay, as plus. So these 4 things will come under investing activities. And similarly in financing activities, issue of shares or debentures, issue of shares or debentures is a plus thing, and redemption of preference shares or debentures is a minus item. If you have raised any loan is a plus item, repayment of loan is a minus item, and interest paid, dividend paid, interest or dividend paid is also minus item. These things will come under financing activity. Okay, మళ్ళీ సార్ సగమే పేరు మొత్తం చెప్పలే అనొద్దు. ఓకే, right? Can you stop recording?